Have you ever had have you ever had insecurities and you don't understand insecurities, but you know you have them, but you don't know what they are, where they come from, and what you can do with it? Now, insecurities, they do come and hit us all at some point in our lives. Most of the time we think about insecurities when we were children or teenagers, and after some time, insecurities kind of fade away because you're all grown up and mature now. But what are they and why do they get triggered? Well, mainly it has to do with society and societal pressure, for the reason of when we compare ourselves. So when we grew up in a circle where everybody is the same, these insecurities was most likely not going to be a part of your life. But the moment you step out there and you have to intertwine and connect with other people, they're going to have their point of view of life, they're going to have their principles and their priorities. And if it doesn't match you as a person, whether it's physical, whether it's personality wise, or whether it's your interests or what you like or dislike, then you're going to feel insecure about yourself sharing that with the world, because you're not sure how the world is going to perceive it and how they're going to treat you afterwards. When knowing when you're a child, you're more easily likely to do so, and that's a good thing. That's something should be encouraged. But the moment you become a teenager, the pressure is on, and the moment you're an adult, the pressure is on as well, but it's on a different level. It's more a competitive level on the scale of materialism. So you can see actually a upgoing line that's actually a downgoing spiral in your life as being an insecure person. But insecurities shouldn't be actually only perceived as an all-time negative. Insecurities can also give you the opportunity to learn more about yourself and to grow as a person, and actually to understand that it's not because you're not alike that you're not good enough. That's something that people should remember as well. The thing that is most important is that you realize that insecurity shouldn't be put in a position of high regard so that it hijacks you. Insecurity shouldn't be, keeping you limited in your own way, because when it limits you, how can you actually be yourself fully if you're insecure about being yourself? And just because the world disagrees or because the world questions it, that's not how it should be. You should actually be very strong in yourself, find inner strength, and don't be too concerned about these things in life. And I believe that the moment you can understand these insecurities are more like a challenge to overcome certain fears and anxiety concerning society and other people, that's the moment that these insecurities will no longer have an impact on you and hijack your life and actually the potential of living life fully as you're intended to do. We all struggle with insecurities. I mean, I personally had insecurities many times just because of my upbringing, just because of my, social encounters, and also just in general, an insecurity about height, an insecurity about skin complex or background, ethnicity, an insecurity about, that whatever you're into, other people might not be into, these things do play a part mentally, and it can be very draining, and you can struggle big time. So guidance and understanding and knowing where it comes from and knowing what you can do about it is actually very important to progress and navigate through life. If you just leave it lingering on, you're going to take it from childhood to puberty to adulthood, and then every time that burden that's a burden to you is going to be a burden placed upon other people as well, and that's the last thing you want, not in a relationship and not when you're starting your own family. So to come to the conclusion is very simple, that an insecurity is a very normal thing to feel. It's actually very complex, but at the same time there is not much needed to solve it, to fix it, and to actually dare to encounter it straight on, head on, and to understand that these insecurities can actually help you further develop and express yourself as a person when you understand that it's not a burden, a hindrance, but it's rather actually an opportunity. Let me know in the comment section what you think about insecurities. Are insecurities a part of your daily life, and have you struggled a lot, and what are you doing about it now? Did you resolve it, or is it still problematic? And what are insecurities for you? What are daily insecurities, and how do you know they're insecurities? Let me know in the comment section.